Hello everyone, welcome back for another video this Wednesday. It's a pleasure to have you here with me again. I'm feeling great today, and part of that energy might be the incredible match between Inter Milan and Barcelona, which reignited my hope in the excitement of modern football. The first leg was spectacular, but the second exceeded all expectations. As a friend remarked, even the VAR moments were fascinating, and when that happens, you know the game is good. With that, Inter Milan advances to the final, where they will face either PSG or Arsenal, led by Kieran Tierney. I'm torn about who to root for. While I'm not a huge fan of Mikel Arteta, I do admire Tierney. Yet PSG bring their own appeal, don't they? We'll find out later who makes it to the Champions League final. Today, however, our attention turns to Celtic. I'll briefly mention the Champions League final before previewing what the summer holds for Celtic, including the preseason schedule, which is beginning to take shape. Yesterday, the announcement I hinted at weeks ago was officially confirmed by both Celtic and Newcastle United. We'll host the League Cup winners, managed by Eddie Howe, at Celtic Park on Saturday, July 19th at 3 p.m. This isn't just an ordinary preseason friendly. It's for the Adidas Trophy, which is very exciting. Growing up a Celtic fan, I always dreamed we'd one day compete for the Adidas Trophy. Of course, I've already won the DFA Trophy back in 2017, ironically against our great rival Sunderland. That raises a question. Is the DFA Trophy on display in the Celtic Trophy Room? We were awarded it for beating Sunderland 5-0, and more importantly, is the Wembley Cup there too. If you've been to Celtic Park and seen any of these trophies, please let me know. Given that a preseason friendly can be viewed as a minor title, I imagine they spent around £100, perhaps a bit more, on a shiny new trophy, likely in Adidas' signature style. They certainly have a sense for that kind of thing, adding a glamorous touch to the match which may appeal to some. In reality though, it will just be a friendly at Celtic Park. It's exciting to see Eddie Howe at Celtic Park again after all these years, and to have Kieran Tierney back home too. It will almost certainly be his return. A few considerations about this match before diving deeper. Newcastle will have 7,200 tickets available, and it's very likely they'll sell out. We can expect a fantastic atmosphere. The big question is, how many Celtic fans will attend, given the adult tickets cost $25, which I've heard has caused considerable discontent? Personally, I think the price is a bit steep. It's not completely outrageous, they're not charging $50, but I would have expected something closer to $17 or $18 for a match like this. A more pressing issue is that season ticket holders must still purchase a ticket for this game. In past years, the season ticket included certain perks such as one home friendly and a qualifying round fixture. You'd also have a home European qualifier included in your season ticket package. Supporters must acquire a ticket for this upcoming match. Previously, having a season ticket offered certain perks such as a home friendly and a qualifying tie as part of the benefits package. It remains uncertain when this policy shifted, and perhaps someone can recall if there was a distinct moment to pinpoint. Could it relate to qualification for the Champions League 3 years in a row? This year marks the first time in a long while that a qualifier is required. The days of extra fixtures being included in season tickets are gone. I'm unsure whether League Cup games were ever part of that deal, or if it was only one match. Either way, it's certain that at least 2 fixtures used to be incorporated. Season ticket prices have risen, and now fans must purchase tickets for matches like the Newcastle game and the Champions League qualifier in addition to their regular expenses. I don't want to launch a lengthy complaint, but many people feel strongly about these changes. Personally, it reinforces my belief that supporters seem to matter less to football clubs than they did in the past. From a Celtic perspective, we may be approaching a critical juncture, but given the fans' remarkable financial commitment, any breaking point still seems a long way off. I struggle to understand why these changes happen, aside from possible greed from those in charge, which might be the core issue. I'd like to take a moment to discuss our overall plans for the summer so far. Plans might be a generous term. It's more about the key dates we have. We start with the Scottish Cup final, which may or may not be considered a significant summer fixture, but it undeniably symbolizes the day we'll chase the treble. That final on May 2nd, 2025 holds tremendous importance. The transfer window is Expected to open around June 12th, though finding exact dates online for the Scottish window has proven tricky. We do know the English window closes on September 1st, and usually the Scottish window aligns, so we can reasonably infer it opens around June 12th and closes September 1st. This year, major European leagues are tweaking their windows because of the FIFA Club World Cup this summer. They'll open earlier to give participating clubs extra days to sign players temporarily closed during the tournament, then reopen. Since no Scottish teams are in the Club World Cup, our window should remain open the full usual duration, about 12 weeks the maximum for the summer window. Historically, however, we rarely sign players right at the window's opening. The Premiership. Fixtures will be announced on June 20th. I'm not sure if you find it exciting to learn our opponents and the first 3 derbies on that date, Flag Day, but it marks the moment we shift focus to the new season rather than the one just finished. So far, we've scheduled a couple of preseason friendlies. As you may know, we'll travel to Cork City Park in Southern Ireland on July 8th, and as mentioned earlier, face Newcastle United 11 days later at Celtic Park. There's been no communication from Celtic about additional friendlies or international tours. In recent years, we've made major trips last year to the United States for 3 matches with good results the year before to Japan, and earlier a trip to Australia during the World Cup winter break. It seems a similar tour may not happen this time. Reflecting on last summer's US trip announcement around this time last year, it's unlikely we'll hear of another. There are plans for a European qualifier this season, but summer arrangements should remain unchanged. The qualifier will take place at the end of August after 2 or 3 league games. So July still has room for potential trips. Announcements may be coming, and a European destination seems possible. Austria has been popular before, and the Czech Republic might be considered. There could be some Scottish friendlies too, as we've enjoyed in past years with good attendance and atmosphere. Regarding competitive fixtures, one match is scheduled for August 2nd or 3rd, usually a Sunday, with a kickoff around 4 p.m. Then attention will turn to the Champions League qualifying process. The entry round draw is set for August 3rd, with the first playoff game on August 19th or 20th and the second leg a week later. If we advance, the group stage draw takes place on August 28th, a Thursday, with the Europa League draw the following Friday should we drop into that competition, though we prefer not to. Shortly after the transfer window closes on Monday, September 1st. There's a good chance the first Old Firm of the season could take place at Ibrox the weekend before, as has become the trend. That outlines our summer schedule. It might be useful to keep a record to track these events. Clearly, this summer feels long, much like recent years, with the big difference being the qualifier we face. Qualification for the Champions League is not guaranteed, but if successful, the excitement will be even greater than in the past. Tomorrow, we'll do a more detailed analysis of the latest updates on that situation, reviewing progress and comparing seeded and unseeded teams. In other news, fans found out yesterday about the draw for an important final. Those signed up for a specific ticket program who were selected can buy their passes today, so it's worth checking. Some tickets have already sold out, with most seats going to supporters and a sizable neutral contingent expected, creating a buzz. Tickets go on sale today, so it's essential to confirm the details. Aberdeen has already redistributed its allocation of about 2,000 tickets. Most of the rest of the stadium will be filled by Celtic fans, with a few thousand neutrals for the Hampton fixtures. I'm genuinely excited. The referees for this weekend have been appointed. The main referee will be Colin Stephen, assisted by David Room and Colin Drummond. The video assistant referee will be Kevin Clancy, with Gary Helland as his assistant. I'm looking forward to the next 3 league matches. One might think there's little to celebrate, but I believe it's crucial we finish the season strongly. It's not long since we clinched the league early in the split phase, only to falter under a previous manager. Various factors influenced that. Perhaps he was already on his way out. There was some pressure at that time, right? I'll forgive myself, a little self-critique here. But truthfully, we lost control then, didn't we? We suffered defeats to Hibs, lost to Derby at Ibrox, and I recall St. Mirren drawing at Celtic Park when one player was inches from a hat-trick. He scored twice and hit the bar. If he'd completed that hat-trick that season, irrespective of a treble, could have been remembered as a complete failure. We cannot let that happen. Yet these are the intriguing moments that arise in the season's final stretch. What I'm saying is I really hope Celtic wins the last 3 games. Saturday's match will be a challenge. Our manager has made comments about the cup final, which is now our top priority. And of course, we want to triumph in the remaining league games. Every decision he makes will be with the cup final in mind, ensuring almost the entire squad, except one player, is available for the match at Aberdeen on the 24th. However, Hibs arrive in great form and I believe won't be content with just a draw. They'll aim for victory. Every choice will be directed toward that cup final, making sure nearly everyone is fit for Aberdeen on the 24th, while Hibs come to Celtic Park believing they can win as they chase 3rd place. Expectations for Saturday's game are high. After that, Aberdeen at Pittodrie will serve as a dress rehearsal for the cup final, and of course winning silverware is always enjoyable. These matches come rapidly with league football returning the following week. It's undeniably an exciting time. I've taken a moment to consider the starting 11 I'd select this weekend. Some might suggest more changes than I propose. I imagine a certain goalkeeper starting, and it'll be interesting to see when another keeper returns, whether he'll be fit for the final or just regaining form. The decision to rush one back when another is performing well, especially with the summer approaching, is an intriguing one for the manager. If he's fit, no doubt the manager wants him back, and I understand that. Yet I've been very impressed by the current keeper's performances. In defense, we know one defender will be absent again and another won't play. So I expect a right back, 2 center backs, and another player at left back, those we saw earlier in the season. In midfield, I'd rotate a bit. Though some might argue to rest a player, I think he should start alongside 2 teammates ahead of him. I really want to see more of him as the season concludes. The same goes for another player I've positioned on the right with a forward on the left and a central attacker. There's another player I'm keen to watch, but I feel next week might be a more natural opportunity for him. There's certainly interest in seeing more of Bernardo as the season wraps up. The same for Yang on the right, Dazan on the left, and Adam in the center. Another player deserving attention is Johnny Kenny, though it seems next week may be more favorable for his involvement as it falls between 2 weekend matches. That brings us to today's topic. There isn't an excess of information to cover, but there are still plenty of points for discussion. Your viewership is valued. Feel free to suggest topics you'd like explored in the coming days. We expect some interaction on Friday morning's video as we prepare for the Hibs match, so there will be company then. And it'll be interesting to see what we can debate tomorrow as well. Before we proceed, subscribe to our channel and enable notifications to receive all exclusive news about Celtic FC. Don't miss any details about your favorite team. It's extremely important for Celtic FC fans. In a revelation that's left the Scottish football world reeling, Rangers midfielder Nicholas Raskin has reportedly said yes to a potential move to bitter city rivals Celtic. The Belgian midfielder, long hailed as one of the Ibrox side's most promising talents, has stunned both fans and pundits alike with what many consider the ultimate betrayal in the old firm rivalry. While details remain scarce, sources close to the player confirm that Raskin has expressed openness to wearing the green and white hoops, something few would have imagined possible just weeks ago. It's not just a rumor, an insider claimed. Nicholas is seriously considering the move. He's aware of the backlash, but he feels it's the right step for his career. Reactions across Glasgow have been explosive. Rangers supporters took to social media in droves, branding the 23-year-old a traitor and demanding his immediate sale. Chants of "no one crosses the line" echoed outside Ibrox on Monday evening, while Celtic fans expressed a mix of disbelief and excitement at the prospect of poaching a player directly from their arch-rivals. Raskin joined Rangers from Standard Liège in early 2023 and quickly established himself as a technically gifted and combative presence in midfield. His performances earned him admiration from both fans and former players, with many tipping him to be a future captain. That sentiment, however, has quickly turned to fury. "This isn't just about football," one fan told local radio. "It's about loyalty. If you wear the blue shirt, you don't even think about going across to Celtic Park. It's a red line." Meanwhile, Celtic manager Brendan Rodgers has remained tight-lipped about the development, refusing to confirm or deny the club's interest. Still, whispers around Lennoxtown suggest that initial talks have taken place, and the Hoops would welcome the player with open arms, especially as they prepare for Champions League competition next season. Whether the move materializes or not, the damage to Raskin's reputation among the Rangers faithful may already be done. Crossing the divide in Glasgow isn't just a transfer, it's a statement. And in this city, some statements are never forgiven. Hello, fam! Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, as it means a lot to Celtic FC. Also, share your opinion about the news in the comments below. See you in the next video.